Alright, and welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventure. But before we jump into that, just wanted to go over our weekly schedule of our Dragon of Icespire Peak adventures on Monday, our Eberron Oracle of War adventures on Friday, and our Strix 7 College of Chaos adventure on Saturday. Also, just want to put it out there, thank you so much for those of you who joined us this last weekend for our Extra Life Tabletop fundraiser weekend. We did manage to hit the $300 mark for overall fundraising, which meant we raised $225 this weekend, which I was super excited about. And actually, for our local gaming group, put me from moving from the 10th spot up to the 5th because of it. So, and it also gave me a great incentive to harass one of our other people because I was ahead of him for a while. So, yeah, it was pretty funny. He had to rally his guys because he couldn't let me win. So, all right, there is a treat time, which is probably why Dylan is sitting here staring at me. But Uncle Torque had to come in for the treat time since Kane's not here. All right. So let us go ahead and go over here. Let's see here. We have our... There we go. Zoom in. Apparently I had zoomed out and I didn't realize it. All right. So we have our adventuring party here within Dragon of Icespire Peak. Had just recently, when we last left off, managed to find a burrow that was between Phandalin and Neverwinter, up in the Neverwinter Forest. That seems to have been the location where a green dragon had been fought and felled. And it seems that, well, rumor has it, the heroes that helped to fell this dragon, as well as maybe some people who bought their way into it, were buried at this location. A sword was found that was lodged within the skeleton of a dragon. And after having removed that and handed it over to his party members, Orion went and had a moment of a special commune with the dragon remains, and then not too long after, another fight I should say, broke out above the burrow as the adventuring party left the inside of this burrow, only to find that the flaming skulls that they fought on their way in had, well, lit up again. So it is there that we find ourselves in the middle of the fight. Alright, so let us go ahead and we will get the music switched over here. Alright, there we go. As the fight is currently in the middle of... Alright, and it is all yours there, Kaz. You are at the top of initiative.
Just as a couple of combat reminders here, the skulls are flying 20 feet up in the air. Got a couple of them looking at about half flame or bloody. Let's see. Notes from last session. Blue, use shield. Sleek has Dragon Infusion and Force Axe active. I need a con save for Hunter's Mark from Fireball.
Pretty sure I rolled that, but let me scroll up.
Okay, I might have missed it. And then DM Inspiration to Orion and Rohis. For you guys were like paying respects to the dragon and to the Lady of the Tomb, respectively. I always forget to do it in the moment, so.
Thank you.
Yeah. And if Kane comes on a little later, I'm gonna remind him.
I do not
And-
see a con save after
it's
the
just gonna
fireball.
add like 5 HP.
How much damage was the fireball? Out of
31.
curiosity? I took
Yep.
half of that and half of 10, so 10. So look.
And just for reference, you will see that there is the colors on the tokens, and that was what I was saying off stream. The health token auras. Green is got the majority of your health, and it goes from green to red. So green, yellow, orange, red. Yep.
Cool. And then one more reminder, you guys have figured out, these guys don't seem to take damage from cold or fire. I believe you guys tested piercing and found that it resisted it. Not sure if you guys used other element.
Lightning.
Yeah. Lightning, okay. Yes, that one is half. And with that, I think that brings everybody up to speed. Sayers, you're up.
Okay, I forgot, is Sleek airborne? Is he close to this one?
No, not. I only go fly once per day.
Okay, then I will hold both my action. Can I hold a bonus action too?
Nope.
So you can't hold a bonus action.
Okay.
Just remember the rogue feature we talked about the other day,
Yeah.
which would give you sneak attack if you wanted.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just use that and just not move, and I'll fire a knife at this one.
Okay. Let's see. The range on your knives is 20.
60
Short
feet.
range. Is that the long range or?
It's just 60 feet range.
It's 60 feet.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like regular daggers. Okay,
No,
very cool.
Psychic blades.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and go for it. And you got advantage from using careful aim as your bonus action.
All right, let me roll that again.
Yep. All right. Yeah. That is gonna careen off.
I'm going to use the pupspiration I just bought.
Sure. Yep. You got him. All right. So that's a 17. Let's see. All right. Even after a second effort, you notice that your dagger curves back around towards the skull, but arcane energy seems to dissipate it. It looks like there's some sort of abjuration spell in effect on this one.
Okay. Oh, that's it. I can't move.
Yep, just barely missed it with a 17. Okay, let's see. Orion is not here, correct? Alright. Okay. Let's see.
He is here.
Oh, did he pop in? Okay.
Must have popped in.
Hey, welcome, Orion. Twin spell.
I think he's silent.
He is.
That's not silent.
He is in the game, but he is not on Discord.
Okay, well then I will. Susan, do you want to be
I will take care of it.
cool? Pseudo Kane.
Yep. Okay. So he. Okay. All right. So yeah, he is. All right.
So
All right. So he's gonna attack blue and yellow with acid damage.
oh, okay.
All right.
he's got
So
it.
blue for the first one.
All right.
Okay. 16. You just did. Sayers
blue-
just hit this one, right? Or
No,
tried
so-
to?
I missed it.
Yeah, tried. So for blue, it looks like that abjuration will also deflect this chromatic orb, but the 22 absolutely hits on green. That's
that is
acid
on
damage.
yellow.
It looks like it takes full damage.
Yellow. So over here. Okay.
All right. And Orion takes a movement, and I believe that'll be it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Green
Oh, green didn't. Yellow did.
Oh.
Yep, I got it.
Also, you're very quiet, Susan, or my thing messed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it really clearly.
Oh, nope,
Yeah,
it was
same
me.
here.
Okay.
It was me. I got a little wheel on my headphones. Alright, cool. Let me add that back here.
You go ahead. I'll take care of getting yellow's hit points off.
Cool. Alright, let's see. Blue is going to attack with some magic missiles. This is cast at 2nd level, so there's going to be 4 of them. And let's see. This is going to Rohis. So 4 darts of force fire off from blue. Shoot at you, Rohis.
Right.
Green is going to shoot at Ops.
Is that? Did I take 12 damage? Is that what that is, or what's? I just want to.
Yes.
Yeah. So at
Yep.
2nd level, it gets an extra missile.
Yeah, and some people may have still had temp hit.
Yep, that used up all my temp. Thank you.
Same thing. Green to Ops. So that's times 4. And then yellow is going to shoot at Umo. And that's 20. But I believe you have that. And he's just gonna laugh. And let's see. Yellow's gonna come down here and land in time.
So, Umo, that went from 20 hit points down to 10 only, is what you took on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Alright, Sleek, you're up.
I'm going to go my, I guess now, Stormbreaker axe, you know.
You're really quiet.
Oh, I can hear him. I can hear. I apparently can hear everybody tonight.
I also had trouble hearing you. I am not doing great today, technology-wise. Let me turn down the music a bit. Alright, Sleek. What are you doing?
This. What the hell?
Okay. Let's see.
Not a Atlantis, but...
So, let's see. With a 17 against blue, you notice again an arcane abjuration shoots up and makes the DC a little higher. Do you have a bless or something?
Yeah.
Because if you have bless, that'll hit it.
Well, he's got it up. I don't know if it's like being concentrated on.
No, I mean, Sleek, do you have bless active somehow? I guess that would be
don't
ops.
know. Ops still has it on. I don't think so. No.
No,
Okay.
not anymore.
Okay.
It's
Uh,
I'll just puppet if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. In fact, just pumping it for anything would cause your axe to cleave through. Yeah, on that first hit, you absolutely do take this guy out.
And do you want me to move closer to do the second hit?
Yeah, so you currently have the thing where you're like, you have 15 foot of reach or something, right?
Yeah.
Plus you're
Well,
5 feet tall, so you're able to hit him. So, yeah. As long as you're within 3 squares vertically and horizontally, you're fine. Because diagonal is not a distance in 5e. Or at least on a 2D grid. Okay, so you see the green skull also shoots up that abjuration. So 17's not going to connect, but you can certainly do extra things.
I'll pup again and I'll buy some more.
Okay, well then the pup will make it, force it to connect. And
I think that bit I'll have no bonus action this time. Just
Okay.
force.
And
Copy.
yep, and you see that the lightning is halved, but everything else is effective. All right, Ops, you're up.
All right, first I will be doing this towards Umo.
Thank you.
And this on the green, this greenish one here.
Yeah. Okay. So you're looking at green skull.
Yes. Dexterity save from the team.
Okay. Flame skull. Let's see. Has advantage against magic, so will save. Radiant had been doing pretty good last week, but looks like this one's gonna start it off.
Right, this is turn over.
Okay. Let's see. I got him tested. We'll go to you, and I need to.
I am not concentrating on Hunter's Mark anymore. I've failed that save, so. So yeah, I'll just focus my ire on yellow and just do normal shots because I don't want to waste any time here. So first shot to yellow, and does a 26 hit, I assume. And I'm gonna add a D4 from favorite foe on that one. 2 points of damage extra this shot.
Okay, 17, 16, 8. Okay.
15 damage on the first shot, so half of that. And then the second shot, same thing. Does a 16 hit?
You see that it shoots up abjuration.
Cool. That's it.
Do you have pups or anything you want to do?
No.
Okay. All right. It definitely looks like it's only got about a sliver of green flame left.
Yeah.
After that attack, Umo, you're up.
Okay, is yellow still flying?
No. It came down to you and started cackling at you after it hit you with a magic missile.
Oh, I cackle back.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the force of your maul is going to overcome that abjuration magic. Let's see, bludgeoning damage. Yep, no problems with that. And you splatter him. You knock the jaw off of this one, and he's not laughing at you anymore.
All right. And I'll run over to where Sleek is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can make it there.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That one's up in the air.
That one's up in the air. I can't take a. No, that's 20 feet. I'm not that.
Throw a
I'm
javelin?
Yeah, I think I have one left.
Well, really, you
Yes.
can throw anything at it. We'll just have to improvise the modifiers.
I have a javelin.
Okay.
I'll launch it.
Okay, well, that's definitely going to hit. Let's see. 9 reduced to half. But yeah, every bit helps. Absolutely. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Royce, you're up.
Let's see. I will to my weapons. I cannot reach this thing. I will look at it, stare it in its glowing red eyes. Try to distract it.
Okay, so we need to do an int save for green here. It'd help if I actually clicked it. Oof, not too smart. Okay. So this one's got a minus D4. Remind me of that, because I will forget. Wow, that was really good damage for that too.
I can't complain about that roll. That was the best I can hope for on that turn.
Yeah. You see, he looks the equivalent of bloodied.
I'll say somebody hit it with something it must dodge, and I will move away so I can't get hit with another fireball.
Okay. Just a quick question. Did you use shield to block the magic missile?
I did not.
Is that where your HP is?
I had 11 temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Boy, that ability.
remember that these lines on this map is differences in height by 10
Mhm.
feet.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Then I would probably let's see where was Irish, I think.
Mhm.
Um,
So if you don't stay on the same level, it's 10 feet up or 10 feet down.
Yeah, I had done a bad job of enforcing that. So
10,
you're getting some.
15,
Everybody's getting wiggle room because
25.
your intern
Okay.
GM forgot.
I can go here. This is all the same level. All right, there we go. Thank you.
Cool. Sayers, you're up. You see one left.
Okay, I'll use that same ability as before, whose name I've already forgotten. And careful aim. That's it. And I'll stay put and just throw a knife at this one.
Okay.
That one.
Well, 24 is going to overcome the protection on it. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to nail this guy in the eye socket. I think that's everything for you.
Yep, that's it.
All right. You see that also takes a good chunk of health off him. Orion, you're up. I better type it too. Okay. So it's a negative D4 to this.
And he has a 1d4.
So an int at advantage. Well, it won't matter. We'll roll it anyway to see how bad it failed. But that's definitely going to hit. So with a 7. Okay. And takes 9 psychic damage. Y'all are doing a lot of psychic damage today. I didn't know. Twilight Company or Psychic Company? Alright. So there's another -9. And Orion moves away. I'm not sure if we took off the 14 psychic for that. Okay, this guy is just barely fluttering. But he's gonna try and take a few missiles over at Sayers. So this would be 4 of them. So 4 times 4, 16. And kind of sensing the inevitability of what's happening, this skull also starts to drift down towards the ground. That was at Sayers. Oh my gosh. The angles. Alright, Sleek, you're up.
So it came down.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
Smack, I guess.
Okay.
Blades. And I'm doing reckless this time.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so let's see. A 15. Oh, geez, she's out of charges of that magic. So the 15 will connect. And let's see. 9, 4, so 11. Yeah, and with that, you're gonna splat him. Quiet
Nice.
cast summon spell. Okay. Yeah, Sleek, you demolish the last one that's here, and it just kind of falls to the ground. There's a little bit of grass that's burnt up by the green flame, but other than that, you're looking at a dismembered skull. And with that, you guys have cleared the top of the tomb here of all the bad things. What do y'all want to do?
Is there a centaur friend nearby?
I believe. Well, let's see. He is. I think I gotta pull him back on the map. But yeah, your friend Xanth is a ways away. You can see him off there pretty easily. He is looking in your direction and waves as there's quite a motion and fireballs and things of that nature.
I thought we killed these things. Why do you think they came back to life?
I don't know. Could have been extra ones, too. I came up here to search for the other skulls we fought earlier, and I did find one, so I think maybe these might have been triggered by us taking a sword, you know?
Back up the hill. This is a hard climb.
Well, we should probably get some space between us and this mound, just in case there's more.
I'm more than willing to leave.
We got what we came for.
Maybe we go talk to Xanth now and let him know we think we have taken care of whatever we found.
Yeah. Good. I want to hear about it. He was helpful. He led us right to where we needed to go. That was nice. Least we could do.
So we both help each other out, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's good to have friends.
All right. While you all are kind of collecting yourselves after this battle, you had gotten you to this location pretty late in the day. It had been about an hour that you spent down there. Came back up, fought here, and in the time of this, the sun is setting, and you kind of feel like maybe in another 40-ish minutes, you might be looking at total darkness.
Sweet.
Sam
Yes.
just continues to wave.
Yeah, we'll go over to them. I'll go over to them if nobody else is. I don't want to talk for anybody
So-
else.
I healed Umo and Sleek a little.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, I'll go over to Xanth.
Yeah, I will follow along. I will send out Fizzy, my little owl friend, to kind of watch our perimeter and keep a lookout.
Okay, you keeping a lookout with your owl.
Yep.
Are you scouting for anything in particular, or?
No, just watching out for more flame skulls. They seem to pop out of nowhere sometimes.
Okay. You can give me a perception check from the owl. You guys, even though this is an elevated kind of plateau, you're able to get down it easily enough. Now that you're not pressed in combat, it's, with some time, you're able to get down. Did anybody move the stone pillar covering the entrance back, or is that?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to probably try and fail to move back into place and then call Umo over for help. We should set this back up.
I can run over there and put it back in place.
I'll help you. I have athletics.
Okay. Yeah, two of you give me athletics checks.
I'll just help Umo. He can have advantage.
No, you guys give it to me separately. It's more fun that way.
Okay.
He wants to see how badly you can fail at this. This is how it is.
I got 12.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still lifts. He's fine.
Yeah. So Umo,
It's
you
'cause- Hold on.
Right,
It's
this
because you
stone?
have to carry all of Umo's health potions. That's why.
Touche.
Okay. Sorry, Kaz.
So Umo, you write this stone that also was kind of a door of sorts to this tomb. And Hested, you helped. What else you doing?
We're talking to Xanth. I don't know if we've talked to him yet or not.
Okay. Well, Xanth is about 60 feet away from everybody.
Yeah, I'll go over to him. I'm pretty sure we cleared everything out of there. So you shouldn't be haunted anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be coming any closer, but greets Rohis as he comes nearby. Oh, yes. It was noisy up there. Did everything go well?
We fought off a few flaming skulls. More arrived later, or we are not positive if we got them all. But for the time being, I think it is clear for now.
So your business here went well?
Oh yes. Thank you very much. We did find what we came to looking for. It is quite lucky that we are both needing to go to the same place.
Good. Well, I have no doubts that you've taken care of this threat for the high road. Let us not camp here, just to be safe. And then, I will lead you through the woods to solve our problem. Many thanks.
I thought this was the problem we were solving for you. Was there something else?
Oh. Yes. I had mentioned I came from the Neverwinter Forest, as you call it, and there's orc spellcasters in there that have taken over, or run me out of my home. They summon storms. The entire forest is in turmoil. I had mentioned this location as it was causing chaos near the road where I was recruiting travelers, but the forest needs attention. That is why I am here.
You say worm-culling orcs? That sounds like more of those Talos.
Okay, someone's mic is going into overdrive. Alright, cool. You got it wherever it was. Good job. Sorry. Start ask again.
You say storm summoning orcs are in Neverwinter Forest?
Yes. They've run me out of house and home. Many locations in the forest are unsafe.
Very much like to meet these orcs. Worshipping who I think they may let them taste my blade.
Yes. Let us. I can lead you to my camp. We must hurry before we lose all light. Come. It's nearby.
Lead the way.
All right. So your centaur friend doesn't even take you off of the current hex where you're at. Basically moves you far enough away from the location that you were at, so that there's a comfortable distance. It is starting to get dark. As you get there, you lose track of your friend Heston, who, like so many nights before, seems impossible to see once there's no light out. But yeah, it brings you to a place where you can tell that there is remains of a campfire that has seen use. It's a impromptu campsite, but everything is pretty wide open, so there's a good view all around, and sand shows you kind of where he's been staying. It's safer to be away from the road when you don't have to be, if you're sleeping by yourself. The sun is down. You guys have a campsite. What are y'all doing?
number of wounded among us. We should probably rest.
Well, we should maybe discuss what our next action may be. I know I am very interested to meet these orcs storms in the forest, but I know the dragon is a pressing concern right now.
We owe a debt to the centaur. We should pay it.
I can cast Tiny Hut with Richwood.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
So yeah, you're perfectly able to do that. So ritual goes.
Everybody has to be in it. So when it is cast.
Okay. So yeah, 10 minutes goes by. Ops, you're able to make a comfortable, humidity-controlled bubble of temporary comfort.
Thank you, Leomund, for inventing your tiny hut.
Is Xanth included in this?
He can be if he is wishing. I think it is.
Oh, yeah. He'll.
Depends on how it is and how many of us there are, right?
9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
Oh, okay. Let's see. He is a large creature.
Medium or
So he will nod. Now you know this about your spell. Everybody has to start in it, but you guys, except for Ops, are free to go in and out of it, and you can hold a conversation, Ops, through the barrier if you want. He does look at you and say, "I've never seen a furbolg cast such unique magic, but I have not seen many magics."
It is necessary for a party get in trouble a lot. So I will form Tiny Hut around Umo.
Okay. Xanth is gonna ask you, Ops, do you also feel the forest and how displaced everyone is?
I would have to try for guess.
Sorry, was he talking to me? I got up to go grab something.
I mean, I do notice that there are problems with, I can use I can get a sense with my speech of beast and leaf.
Okay, yeah, he's just asking you if you had sensed anything wrong with the forest. You get the feeling that he doesn't interact with people much,
Mm-hmm.
and because you're a furbolg and you have a connection to nature, he seems to share some type of kinship with you.
Right, I am not really nature-loving fearbog. I mean, a little, but of course, it's in my nature.
My mistake. Certainly, no one should have to fit a mold that they do not want to. I myself am uncomfortable in this speech. Common is not my language, but you all have not made fun of my poor proficiency, and for that I am thankful.
You speak better common than I speak centaur.
That is true. I mean, although my people normally are enjoying their communication with nature, I developed a slightly different interest as a child.
I see. Is that where the dragon that you mentioned comes in? Is that part of your interest?
No, there are other members of party that are interested with vengeance or getting dragons or loving dragons. No, I was more interested in the magical things, and then well, these strange things you see sometimes on my body, they are a gift, you would say, that I was given from past.
Well, you all are strange indeed, but I have been called strange. You have dragon haters and dragon lovers.
Hate's the wrong word.
Do we have dragon haters? I mean, we are fighting for dragon. I mean, dragon causing problem.
Hested kind of like shifts uncomfortably.
Well, the dragon has certainly attacked the forest as well. There are large swaths of ice. But I even heard along the road that Neverwinter was attacked. At least that's what they called it. I'm not exactly sure where that town is.
Attack Neverwinter? It's getting bold. That's real bold.
Yes, getting very bold indeed. I would agree.
Is a
Being that far north to go for such a large city.
Well, if you are chasing the dragon, I can tell you it makes not its lair in the forest.
Do you know where it makes its lair? It's in the mountains, right?
I could not tell you. Well, this is certainly handy magic that you have, but I think I will keep posted up here for the evening. I don't need much rest, so feel free to count on my guard in addition to whatever you set up.
Well, I'll assist you and maybe help out for a few hours of myself. It is very lonely to be guarding by yourself.
The company is appreciated.
Wake me up when you're ready for another watch.
Alright, so you guys have an opportunity to do anything that you do before you go to bed. The hut's 8 hours, but for the purposes of why bother, it lasts for as long as the 3 shifts. So no need to recast in the middle. So we'll have you guys, if you want to do anything now, you can.
Do we level after we rest or no?
I'll let you know when you level up.
Awesome.
We dare risk a small fire out here, or are we too close to maybe where the just activity is?
You see that Xanthus had a fire here, at this spot, and he starts setting it up here as well tonight. It seems that he's been here for about a week.
I would put a pot of coffee on to help out anybody that is taking watch throughout the night.
Alright. Go ahead and give me a perception check for your shift. And we'll also get Saint to do one.
My owl with me.
Yep, you get advantage. And your owl gives unique air reconnaissance information, but it seems like Xanth knows his campsite pretty well too. It's almost about 5 minutes into your coffee setup that you see green light flare up back from the location that you took off only an hour or so before. The green light seems to dance a little bit and then settle. and then you kind of lose track of it.
That's right.
We're quite a ways away, right? This would just been a glow, or
Yes, you had kind of caught that Xanth didn't feel comfortable too close to that location. I mean, it's essentially a cemetery. So. But yeah, that is all that happens during your shift. You can ask him any questions you've got, but if there's nothing else.
no, I will wake up Hested. I think he wanted to take.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
Let him know that, saw some glowing green lights at the burrow.
Great. I'll keep an eye peeled. Sleep well.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Your watch. Vested. Xanth's also looking around. Okay. Nothing eventful happens. You guys are in wide open plains.
Yeah.
And you've got a campfire and you're a large group. So there's not much going on. Your watch goes by comfortably.
Cool. Wake
Yes.
up. Whoever's next.
Yep. And if you have another person watching, you can. Xanth offers to be the last one, but this is in essence a long rest for him.
I'll let him watch us. I'll let everybody else sleep. I won't wake anybody else up.
Okay. Are you staying up?
No. I'm going to go to bed, but he's perfectly competent.
Yeah, he is.
Watching over us, so I'll let everybody else sleep in.
Yeah. And because you guys have the hut.
Yeah.
Really, you're making sure he doesn't die.
Yeah.
Keeping him company was the nice thing that you guys were doing. So,
But it's
yeah.
late. It's fine.
You all fall. You're able to do that. Morning rises, and you guys can have a long rest, and maybe try and figure out what your next move is.
Hested is up before dawn and is practicing. He steps out of the hut and goes finds a place to practice. Always does.
Probably stoke the fire a little bit. I get up early too. Being a soldier, I'm not used to sleeping. If we go in, maybe and some of the aroma into the hut. People up, and we'll just relax. If it is since morning, I'll just read my book for a little while.
Yeah, morning can be beautiful on the plains. Absolutely able to do that. You do see Orion slink off, and about 30 minutes later, after you've got quite a bit ways through your morning book, you see him coming back with two rabbits on the plains here. Surprisingly skillful as he's drained the blood out, and they look like they could apply your rations a little bit.
Those are beautiful hairs. Well, I see you had a good morning.
And Orion nods. Let's see. Sun's now up for about an hour. Xanth starts kind of kicking ashes over the fire there and kind of looks to your group. Well, you had mentioned a date with a dragon, so to speak. I did not mean to mislead you about the task on the high road. I can certainly wait for you at this location. If you have other business, I know not the timetables of spellcasters or dragons. But he does look questioningly up at you, or down at y'all. He's rather tall, and kind of tries to get a read for what you guys are doing.
Well, like I said yesterday, I think we owe you a debt. And if this is nearby, we should deal with it.
Eager to meet these orcs that you mentioned. So you, Umo and Sleek.
I just kind of blurt out, I don't like orcs.
So, I think this is the point where me as the DM intern gets to learn a new skill. Reminding your players what they told you. Above the table, you all had mentioned wanting to go do the dragon stuff.
Yes.
Right, that's why I'm kind of leaving this open. I'm like, I thought we were doing dragon, but I will.
Well, here's the deal. In character, Hested would feel a debt to this person for helping them get the sword and getting them to it quickly. And so I don't see him telling this guy, no, we have to go kill the dragon, we'll come back and help you out. He would hate to see this guy get hurt or anybody else in the forest get hurt by this threat as well. And so if we're close to it, that's where Hested's mind is at right now, because I thought that, for some reason in my brain, I thought the borrow was the thing he needed us to do as well. But if that is not the case, and there's this other issue, then he would feel indebted to this guy. I don't see him not feeling that way. He doesn't like it. Like, he really wants to go kill the dragon, but he's also Hested. He's a guy who pays his debts. So
let me, as a DM here real quick, finish the above table stuff, and you guys can talk.
Sure.
Okay, so above table, you guys had mentioned wanting to do something for out-of-game logistics reasons. I and Susan am fine with whatever you guys decide to do. And then the second thing you'll know mechanically is that to complete, you guys came out to Dragon Barrow because that was a quest from the town, and to get completion credit, you have to return to town to finish. So you wouldn't get the level from this until you go back to town.
Yeah.
Now your characters don't know that, but I'm just reminding you as players what you already know.
I think as the players, given how Andrew has a time limitation, we should probably head back to town and either prepare to either start that today or if it can be done next week, fight the dragon.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'll say is that above the table, you know that Xanth has offered to meet you somewhere or be in the same space. You don't know what the repercussions of going to go do one thing versus the other are in terms of what will happen but we'll find that out together. So, does anybody have any above the table questions?
Nope.
I'm good.
I'm good with the original plan. Like, I mean, I think the goal was to
Yep, same here.
the dragon.
Okay.
So I'm
Sure.
I'm very good with that. I personally agree with what you're saying as a player character, though.
And I did want to pause the game to have the conversation so that I was clear about what you guys know. I'm happy to run eating.
Yeah.
My character, he would be going straight for the orcs, but he also knows there's a bigger threat.
Yeah, and like Hested doesn't see his need to stop the dragon as any greater than Rohis's need to deal with these Telosian cultists. Like, I don't know. He's not. Anyway, yeah. There's a way to deal with this character too. So
We can do both.
Yeah.
Just the order we do them, I think above table, the dragon probably.
yeah.
All right.
Reason.
Well,
Stated.
so cool. With that, we will time back in. And thanks everybody. But yeah, so Xanth looks at you all and asks you about your dragon problem and presents an opportunity about an orc problem and asks you what your plans are.
Yeah, Hested clearly looks conflicted. He's just being himself. so it would notice him looking conflicted.
I appreciate your willingness to stay here and put yourself in danger. We just if you could mark on a map where you think these orcs are gating, maybe that will help us find them a little faster without you having to be out.
Oh, give me an insight check, Rohis. Okay. He's not meeting your gaze at the moment. Don't necessarily know why. But he says, I am not familiar with maps. And he kind of trails off. And
Is there a commonly known like landmark that I could tell him that I know of in the woods, in Neverwinter Woods, that I just happen to know since I lived there for a little while? Like, is there a creek or a pond or something that might be in this general area?
So
Maybe the same camp we were at earlier in the campaign.
Did you want me to roll something I didn't know?
No. What camp are you? So okay. So Hested asked Xanth that, and then Sayers, you asked him about a camp.
Yeah, but I realized my mistake. I was thinking where we fought orcs earlier in the campaign, but that's the ranch. That's pretty far away from the.
I'm sorry, and I was actually asking out of character. Does Hested know
Craig.
of like a common like landmark in Neverwinter Woods that he could give to him to be like, hey, we'll meet you here. That isn't a map, but is instead just like a landmark.
Give me a history check.
Sure. I suck at history. Hey, 14. That's not terrible.
Okay. Do you recall that the Neverwinter Forest is kind of a place of magic of its own? There is no highway through it, and more importantly, the paths are ever shifting. So rather than like knowing a path through the forest, it's more like the ability to read the routes to find a path. And every time you go through it is kind of a little different.
If I gave him the location of the cabin I used to have and share in Neverwinter Woods, would he be able to meet us there?
You can ask him.
Sure. There's a cabin not too far from the edge of the woods by the Tribor Trail. Maybe a morning's march. You can't miss it, although it's probably overgrown right now. It's just if you know where the Shrine of Saphras is, it would be 5, maybe 6 hours west of there.
I am unfortunately not familiar with this Saphras. I can I can wait here. If you have to head off, I will probably continue to camp here and ask other adventurers along the high road, as the threat is urgent. But I will continue to be here until I find some help. So if you finish with your other quest, please find me here.
If the dragon wasn't such an immediate threat, I think we could help you right away. But I give you my word that if we defeat the dragon, I'll come back at the very least. I think these folks would come with me, and we'll help you out.
I've been meaning to ask. With all due respect, are you okay? And looks at Umo. You have interesting armor.
I always have it on.
Ah, I see. I meant no disrespect. Well, I thought living in the forest didn't make me sheltered. But this time by the high road and talking with you all has shown me otherwise. I wish you luck if that is your current course. And I will continue to stay here. Come back and meet me if you think you can help. And my thanks.
Ours as well.
All right, what y'all doing?
It is a long journey. I think we should probably try to hit the road as soon as we can. Back to Fandolin to let them know we found this ancient weapon.
Let's get this job done.
We found sword. Yes.
Right. Are you going back on the high road or going back to? It's easier because you know exactly where you're going.
Whichever's easiest.
Okay. Well, you could get through. You being a ranger. I always want to say hunter. You being a ranger, know that you can get everybody through the plains. But there's encounters that you'd have to take them around, so it's faster to take them.
Yeah, let's take that road.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna have you all, go back and up and down. We're not gonna make this into multiple days. Over the course of a couple of days, you guys are able to make it back to Fandolin. But once you join the high road, you notice that there's, you guys took the high road going to Dragon Barrow from Fandolin, and you notice that there's a bit of an uptick in traffic going towards Neverwinter compared to when you're coming down. There's caravans of wagons, kind of look like just whatever could be stuffed on a wagon. There's groups of 10 to 20 individuals at a time, kind of in shambles, walking towards Neverwinter. At one point you see a gaggle of 3 children, very young, walking on the path. There's kind of there's a older dwarven girl, kind of guiding the other 2, but they're also heading in the direction of
Are these people that we recognize?
There's not a check for do you recognize anybody.
I will
say
ask
no.
them where they are coming from. Are they maybe coming from Fandolin or maybe from somewhere farther south?
There's the group of 3 children. There's a caravan leader of about 20 with some wagons, and there's a group of about 7 destitute, kind of looking humans, which they're all kind of traveling as you guys over the course of a couple of days. Which of them are you asking, or any of them?
I'm looking for information as to maybe where the dragon may have been attacking, so I would probably ask any of them that we are from and how long they have been on the road.
So we'll say that you run into the destitute group 7 first. So you call out, ask these questions. They kind of, let's see. A couple of them look straight down and start walking faster. 1 or 2 look up in surprise that someone talked to them. And then one at the back just kind of like moves his hand wide, gets behind the group, and kind of like starts pushing them. Kind of like herding cats, sort of. They don't really meet your eyes. You're passing in the opposite direction, so you have an opportunity to do something else if you want, as they try and get around you.
I would probably gesture my hand in a very open and friendly gesture. We mean no harm. We are strictly travelers on the road like you.
They take, let's see, the one that's kind of herding them along has one glance back, and kind of sees the weaponry that you all are equipped with. Sees that it's very obvious that you guys are a capable martial and magical group, and pushes everybody along further. And they kind of start to trot. Like, there's that thing where, someone's chasing you, you start to move a lot faster. That starts to happen there.
Sorry, they're just scared. Makes me wonder about Phandalin, though. We should pick up the pace.
Yes, I very much agree. I would definitely give them wide berth and open the road for them so they do not have to travel so rough. Them down.
There were some other groups that were kind of going along after that interaction. Let's see. Did you want to stop and talk to any of them or try and hail them?
Maybe I'm not the best person to be speaking to these villagers. They seem to be little nervous around my swords. Maybe somebody a little less intimidating.
I don't know how that is. That's Orion. He's got charisma. He's the only one.
I've got a decent score.
Sarah's can go, yeah.
So I'll approach one of them and ask, what's happening around? Why are so many people heading in this direction?
So there's a caravan of about 20 with some wagons, and then there's some small children kind of tailing it about 100 yards back. I assume which group are you interacting with?
Honestly, I probably would have just approached the first one I saw. Do they have the look of kind of refugees about them? Like they have all their belongings with them, that kind of thing?
Give me an insight check.
You have
Tentatively, yes. Ops, you wouldn't really be in a position to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Sarah's, as you're just walking and kind of has a casual glance, it's a very hodgepodge mix of things they have in their carts. Some of them look decently packed, and some of them looks like just throw everything on there as much as you can take. It's not a merchant caravan of any sort, and the wagons are kind of mismatched as well. There are families here. They are not destitute, so to speak. Which about how you get with that. There's not so much a leader here as there is a couple. There's like 3 wagons and some clusters of people.
Okay, I'm going to kind of surreptitiously use my psychic whisper skill and kind of mentally tell Rohis, Hested, and Ops, these people look like refugees. I have the feeling they're leaving something. Because I obviously don't want these people to hear me saying this out loud.
I just kind of nod grimly and pick up my pace.
A couple of them, notice you staring stares and kind of try to appear bigger than they are, but again, you're a big arm. One of them, as they're passing, trips near your party, about 3 steps ahead of you as you guys are going in the opposite direction. Trips kind of bends down a little bit and is looking down. Give me a perception check with just perception.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, I only meant Sayers, but good job, everybody.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay, Sayers. Which persona are you?
I'm Zoran. I think I would only use a different one if I was actually in Neverwinter or talking to people from there.
Okay. As you see this individual get up and rejoin their group, it's a pretty fluid motion. That strikes out as interesting to you. Then you look down where he landed, and you notice two symbols kind of traced in the mud of the path here. You immediately recognize that this is Thieves' Cant, and you immediately recognize these symbols have to do are notes of communication, a means of communication that is tied into your information network. So that's what you get in a whisper. And
Okay.
he rejoins that caravan and keeps going.
I'll kind of kick over the markings so that, they're trying to make them go away. And then, unfortunately, I can only tell half the party this, but through psychic whispers, I'll basically say, dangers behind them, the dragons nearby.
I'll nod that I message.
Yeah, I nod as well. I keep my eyes up.
We'll send Fizzy skyward above us to head.
Once those people are a safe enough distance away, I'll actually verbally tell the rest of the party.
Okay. You start to you're able to pass this message through your roguish abilities, and you start to kind of gather the rest of the group and have this conversation. And then you all notice, because you were a pretty perceptive group, there's some footsteps, small footsteps that were going at regular pace, and they've kind of stopped. And you can turn around, and these three small children, the oldest one between 8 and 10, the other ones are somewhere between 3 and 5, look up to you and in common say, do you have any food to spare?
Yeah, I do. You need water as well?
Anything you could spare.
Yeah, I'll roll up and hand him. He just gives him rations and hands him his water stream.
I would definitely hand him all of my rations. I think at this point I probably have maybe 5 days left of rations or so.
Oh, thank you. She's having difficulty figuring out how to unwrap this ration package. You kind of get the feeling that she's never seen food packed tightly for travel.
I'll hook her up.
I would pull out 3 turkey legs from my hidey hole and hand them each one.
He gets a job. I'll be like, cook them real good.
Yeah, okay. They're a little
Burn them.
surprised. Let's see. Yeah, you don't need an insight check for this. They haven't exactly gotten good treatment on this trip, and they look worse off than those that group of 7. you kind of feel like they were trailing that larger caravan for safety, but had been told to stay back. But when suddenly presented with a feast, are kind of a little awed at their saviors here. One of the younger ones, a small gnome, looks up at you, Umo. What are you?
I just say, I'm Umo.
Looks at the older dwarven girl. I met an Umo. And then, what are you? And looks over at Rohis.
I'm an ancestor of maybe the closest resemblance to elves. Have you ever seen an elf before?
I met a ancestor. Whoa! And goes down and asks every single one of you everything that she could possibly think of. Like, it's a barrage of questions. But then, the older girl pulls her aside and makes her eat a little bit, kind of calms it down. Thank you. Be careful. A lot of people are leaving town.
Yeah. You too. Be careful on the road.
We will. And they,
Except this, it is not much, but wherever you're going, I'm sure you will need it. The oldest, I'm assuming, is there an older child maybe leading this group?
Yeah, there's the dwarven girl that's about somewhere between 8 to 10.
Take this, so where you go, you maybe get some good food and a good place to sleep, and I will hand her gold.
Is she armed?
Let's see. So she looks at surprise in the gold. Rohis. Well, everybody give me an insight check. Yeah, is kind of holding the gold again. This is the second time you've completely flabbergasted the entire group. The younger ones don't even really understand the significance of what's happening here. But yeah, let's see. Sleek, Hested. You all notice that, like, she's never handled money before. Has seen it, has not seen the exchanging of gold currency, as kind of the idea that you're getting here, but knows it's coin, and is just profusely thanking you, almost to the point of tears. And then when you you asked if they were armed. Right. With your insight, yeah, you'd be able to tell. They're not. No.
Okay. I'm going to go to the oldest one and kneel down in front of her, and I'm going to pull a dagger off my belt, and look at her in the eyes and say, take this. Don't use it unless you have to.
She looks terrified at it and kind of like
and he
drops what she's holding and then grabs it again and picks it up and is just transfixed at this thing.
It's okay. It's just a tool, right?
No. Papa said never.
No. Is Papa here?
She starts crying.
I'm sorry.
Just absolutely bawling. And the younger children don't really understand what's happening.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to comfort her as best I can. Clearly I've screwed this up. And I'll look at her and I'll say, you have to watch out for your sisters now. So take the dagger. Take a deep breath. And do the job.
Alright. The one that hadn't asked a whole bunch of questions. What's wrong? Daddy just went to go look at the dragon. That's right. Daddy just went to go look at the dragon. We're just taking a vacation, right? And they kind of shut down by the side of the street. With this and your guys' insight rolls, you get the feeling that Phandalin was attacked. If you hadn't already caught that. And at that point, you guys are able to get back to town. Yeah, sorry about that, Orion. No, you're back in town. RP is over. But yeah, you are able to have advance notice. There's something back in town. Over the course of a couple of days, you're able to get back. As you get closer to town, you had come back to town one time when it had attacked. And there was reconstruction going on in the front gate. Now there are entire structures within this community that have been decimated either by looks like crushing force or ice. And the town is there is a air of hopelessness on the town. But with that, you all are able to get back to town. I presume you go to the town master's hall to go report. We'll say for the sake of expediency that you guys are able to report, and he gives you your dues here, which we will. Well, let's see. The request was let the reward be its own reward. So there actually is no payment, but give him notice. And you guys are able to either stay at Heston's house or the inn.
My house is still standing.
Let's see. Roll a d20, and a 16 or higher means it's still standing.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a high DC.
Nope.
How much armor did your house have?
Sure, FEMA is on the way, my friend. It'll be up in no time.
He actually, when he sees that his house is collapsed, he actually runs to it and is
Well, it's
like,
not collapsed. So it looks like your house and several others near it got hit in an ice blast. So the force of the magic has caused it to become an unstable structure, but there's still some standing here. And with that, you all are able to make it back to town. Find some lodging if you need to. We're going to call this, you guys are able to make a long rest, and this is where we'll take a break. You guys are able to level up as a part of completing this quest, and some of you have some packages either buried in your homes or at the miners' exchange we'll get to after the break.
And we will be right back in just a few minutes. and welcome back to DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are back within the town of Phandalin, and yeah, they have just returned to a town that has been hit by a dragon attack. Gee, I wonder how that happened. But as you guys look around, and some of you have let the townmaster know, you find that the townmaster's office doesn't have the townmaster in it. It has his brother in it, but not the townmaster himself. You also notice that there's only about a third of the people within town that were in here before. And you are able to find out that some of the people, other than those that you passed on the road out of town, have gone to Axholm. So it seems that that is where the townmaster has gone. You know, he's got to go and help prepare the Axholm. That's totally why he went. Totally why he went. Yes. So, so you find that you are within the town of Phandalin. You have leveled up. There are some packages that have been left at the Stonehill Inn, and it is actually within the Stonehill Inn that we find ourselves. And it is here that Sayers, your package was at the I just lost the words right there. At the Miners Exchange, but those of the rest of you find that there are, for some of you, packages here within the tavern. You, Sayers, have a note waiting for you that says, "Come see me at the Miners Exchange."
Okay.
Yeah. So, that is what is waiting for you, is a note that says, "Come see me."
Okay, I will head down over there.
Okay. All right. And when you get to the Miners Exchange, you easily find the same sort of interaction as you had before with the people in front, except it's about a third of the amount of miners in here. But you can still see that there are some hardcore miners that are trying to make as much money as they can as quickly as they can. So they have brought, even with the fact that there was a dragon attack, they have brought their what little minerals that they could find in to get their gold from it before they head back out of town. But you are quickly escorted to the back to the office in which you had your last encounter here. And it is in there, seated behind the desk, that you see your contact for Phandalin. And she is sitting there, and you see she just kind of watches you and waits. And as you step in, she's like, "Well, I'm glad to see you're still alive."
As am I.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I hadn't seen you in a couple of days.
Some unexpected encounters in the field, but everybody's come back in one piece.
Good to know. Good to know. Well, I had a delivery that contained a package for you.
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah, can't say I didn't want to open it, but
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
I have a feeling I know what it might be. And she throws you a package. It's kind of a little bit squishy.
Okay. Says to Zoran in Thieves' Cant.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I don't usually get anything from them. But I will open it up, and I can see immediately what it is, and Sarah's just stiffens and starts to become visibly upset.
What, you don't like it? If you don't like it, I can take it off your hands for you.
I'll show her the cloak, and if she's a member of the guild, I think she'll know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a note that simply says "for the dragon fight." That's it.
Mm-hmm.
If she's unaware of the way the Neverwinter's guild works, and I'll explain that. We don't exactly bury our own, but I'm sure as you can be aware, thieves guilds don't exactly hand out magic items. They tend to keep them. They're not expecting me to come back. This is not a gift. It's a parting. It's a parting gesture.
I mean,
And that's why I'm visibly upset, because I'm like, they're not expecting me to survive this encounter.
well,
That's
let's
the whole
prove
reason
them
why I
wrong,
got the
shall we?
cloak.
I mean, wouldn't be a kick in the teeth for them if you prove them wrong?
It would be, but for these type of gifts, I've never seen anyone come back that's gotten one.
Well, then I guess you need to be the first.
Thank you. Kind of in my mind, if any guild member sees that cloak, they'll know what it means.
Hey, it doesn't mean that you didn't get it from someone else.
No, I'm pretty certain it came from the Neverwinter Thieves Guild. But, thank you for its delivery. I'd best go meet my friends, and hopefully we will see each other again.
Well, I hope that you prove the guild wrong then.
So I'll actually put on the cloak, and then kind of immediately there's sort of a carbon copy of myself just appears right next to me. And we'll take our leave.
Says, looks good. And by the way, if you do survive, come back and see me, and, well, let's just say I'll trade you for something that perhaps isn't quite as Thieves Guild connected.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. I really appreciate that offer. I think my energy is going to be now pointed towards living through this. So,
like I said, prove them
hopefully
wrong.
you are correct. Now, with that, I'll do a slight bow, take my leave, head back to the Thieves Inn. The Thieves Inn. Duh.
Nice. Well, I
The
mean,
inn.
maybe.
Where,
The Stonehill Inn.
The Stonehill Inn, where once I walk in, the party I don't even think I'll have to roll perception check. They'll know something's wrong.
So you, the rest of you, as you see Zoran in the form, or Sars as you know him, but Zoran as the rest know him, enter back into the tavern. You see he is wearing a very beautiful, very, very beautiful cloak. You also notice that there's another one of him that's right next to him.
Someone's bougie.
I'll actually take the hood down so the duplicate of me will disappear.
Okay.
That may be tough to explain away to everyone.
I blink my eyes and look at my tea.
For a second, I thought there was two of you. That would have been a nightmare.
I no need to explain that to an entire inn's full of people, but this is not good news.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. Man, that'd be annoying. Nice.
You're talking to the guy who's, you know what, never mind. No. I'm literally half coatl, explaining things to people.
I see this, and I kind of freak out a little bit since I'm terrified of stairs, and I walk over here.
Fair. Fair.
The party deserves an explanation, so I'll basically repeat what I had said to my contact and said, this is, Thieves Guilds don't hand out magic items for the hell of it. The note said this is for the dragon fight, and that's it. Gifts such as this are not expected to be returned. We'll just put it to you that way.
Why would they give you something good if they thought you were gonna die in it? Seems like a bad investment.
For that reason. Thieves Guild's members don't exactly bury each other, so
Won't they be surprised when you show up and see them wearing your fancy cloak and the dragon is
Or maybe you should just not show up again. They're gonna write you out.
I mean, I could hope so, but in all my time in Neverwinter, anyone who's gotten something like this has never come back.
Nobody else is dying this damn dragon. I'm done with it.
Sit down, my mood is still kind of pretty dark. But I mean, I'm not going to be mean to anybody, just sort of introspective.
Umo, you also had a package, actually 2 packages waiting for you. But the thing that was waiting for you at the tavern when you got there was a note from the words are hard, guys. From the sister over at the Shrine of Luck. And it was a note that said, please come see me when you get back into town.
Do I have the note in my hand?
You do.
I have no idea what it says.
Oh, no, Tolbin... yeah, no, they told you about it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you head over?
Yeah. I'll walk over there.
Okay, you head over to the Shrine of Luck, and the sister, you see, she meets you at the door, and she says, well, welcome back, Umo. I'm glad to see that you are still alive.
I just say, hi.
I was worried about you. I was very worried about you. I thought that I wasn't going to see you again. Are you going to go fight the dragon?
I kind of look around and I'm starting to pick my claws and I go, I just actually want to ride it once.
Well, then you might want to take these boots that I have for you. It will help you to perhaps jump on its back.
I look down at the boots and I look at her and I just say, boots?
You see, these boots are specifically made to fit your feet.
What was that?
Okay, and I'll grab him and hold him because I don't know what to do with him.
She says,
and I'll just smile.
She says, when you wear these, I had them made for you, and when you wear these, they're supposed to allow you to be able to, well, jump out of the way faster. Jump out of the way further, I should say.
Oh, I'll look down at her and say, where? And I'll look at my feet and look at the boots at her.
She says, put them on, Umo.
I just reach out with both of them to her.
She will help you to put these boots onto your feet.
Okay, so I get them on.
You do.
I'm kind of walking around like, the sled dogs in new boots.
She says,
I'm flicking my feet.
She says, jump, Umo. Jump up and down.
And I do that. I jump straight up.
You see that when you jump straight up, you jump over 15 feet in the air.
And I start screaming, and I don't land on my feet.
She says, well, they work. She says, don't worry, Umo. This will help you if you want to jump on the back of that dragon, or if something is trying to fly away from you or fly just out of your reach, perhaps this will help for you to be able to reach it. Make it easier for you to smash it.
I look at her like a thoroughly confused look, and I try to jump again.
And you jump again.
And the outcome is worse than the first time.
She laughs, but she's, you now have boots that will allow you to jump up into the air. That there is one thought when you have these, is this would have been helpful with that fight with those things that kept staying 20 feet above you.
Yeah, she's talking, and I'm just walking around sumo style, giggling maniacally.
Hey, Umo, I do have one other thing for you, though. I know that you have you like to have friends around you, right? You like,
I like friends.
You like to have animals around you, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I know you told me that you had a giant goat at home. Is that right?
I did, but he was on the ship and he left, and I had to stay.
What if I could get you the ability to have some friends with you, and you could maybe pull one out of a bag every once in a while, not to eat.
I look at you like curiously and inquisitively. Like my eyes narrow, and I'm hearing what you're saying, but
She will hand you a bag, and this bag, it looks like it's it looks like it has these like balls of like yarn or fur or something inside of it. And it's got pictures of animals on the outside.
I look at the bag and pick it up. I'm just like, oh, okay.
She says, when you reach your hand in, you will find that there's this little ball of little fluff inside, and if you pull one out and you put it on the ground, an animal will form out of it.
So I'm holding the bag, and she just said a lot of big words. So I just hear her talking, and I reach in and grab some.
Okay, roll a d8 for me. As you reach in, you pull out this small fluff ball, and if you put it down, do you put it down?
I feel it, and I had it in my hand. As soon as I look at it, I drop it.
Okay, it falls again. It hits the edge of the bag, and it falls and hits the ground, and all of a sudden you see a jackal appear.
Just out of nowhere?
Just out of nowhere.
I start screaming my head off. Fall flat on my back, get on my feet, and try to get around it. I'm standing like behind her, just like hyperventilating. Ah! Ah!
It comes walking up to the sister, and she pets it. It is completely friendly.
I don't believe it.
That's fair.
I've seen many of these animals in a pit where I would fight them, so I'm just kind of like freaked out a little bit right now.
That's fair.
I'm just sitting there shaking behind her, looking at this jackal.
I want to point out for the references here, you have this giant turtle behind this humanoid sister that is petting a jackal. Just for reference.
That's still not the strangest thing I've seen.
No. But, so for the purposes of this, you happen to have a bag of tricks.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And a tan one for the purposes of this. So you have a jackal, ape, baboon, axebeak, brown bear, giant weasel, giant hyena, or tiger options, depending on how the dice roll. All right.
Okay. Until I get used to it, I'm probably gonna have a little bit of a crisis when I throw these.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, so for the purposes of that, and she says, I hope that you do well if you fight the dragon, Umo. But I most importantly hope that if you survive, you come back and see me and let me know how it goes.
I just nod in agreement.
Okay. Well, you better go get you another turkey leg from before, your buddy eats them all.
And I trot off.
You
Does this
do,
thing follow me?
and ironically, you have a spring in your step.
Okay. Does the jackal follow me?
He does.
I'm trying to get away from it.
I want to point out this is the second module or day of the week where we have a animal following somebody that doesn't want it to be following. All right. So you have, and you see as Umo walks back into the tavern, he is followed by a jackal.
That I'm trying very hard to get away from.
Yes.
Well, still not the strangest thing I've seen. Anyway, so Sarah's, what's the plan?
Living.
Well, I know that, but like, what is the immediate plan?
Well, I've got a pretty good idea where this dragon is. But on the, I guess the larger scale, I'm not 100% sure where the mountain range is.
Well, you know where the mountain range is. You don't necessarily know where the hold is.
Specific peak is. Okay. I mean, I could get us there directionally. I don't think I could walk up to the door and knock on it.
I doubt it has a door. But if that's the case, then I'm going to get up here and stretch my legs out. I'm going to go out for a bit.
Before we leave, we have to discuss this item that we found. Of us is strong enough and worthy enough to wield it if we use this dragon.
No offense, but I don't want to touch or even look at that thing. Bad history. You guys can do with it whatever you want. I am not going to use it. Which way's the door out of here? Right, thank you. Invisible voice in the sky.
Welcome.
Where are you headed?
Was going out.
Careful.
I'll be fine. You guys get started without me, then me. And real interesting. Sign the doors on here, bottom or left. Thank you. Invisible voice in the sky.
You're welcome.
As the door opens, you just stand there and look. Cat instinct takes over.
Right.
Hesed is sitting at the table, and he is. Actually, no, he's not doing that yet. Never mind. He's just hanging out, having a cup of coffee, or having a cup of coffee. I think we should leave in the morning. If we know generally where it's at, if it's up in the mountains, I'm sure we can find it between familiars and whatnot. I think we should be able to locate the thing.
Yes, I think it is leaving quite the path of destruction. It may not be too hard, but I hope this door at the town still has a few visions before we hit the trail.
Yeah. We might want to ask around to see if anybody saw where it came from. Maybe they'll give us a better idea of, maybe we could pinpoint a a league of ground to cover.
I'm standing on the table trying to get away from the jackal. I'm gonna roll a d6.
Okay.
Okay, the table holds.
For the moment.
What do you guys think? In the morning?
Oh,
Tonight?
most definitely. If it is a late. What time of day is it? I guess. Looked out the window lately.
Well, by the time you guys got here and have done some things, I would say probably, we'll go with like early evening.
Guess maybe one good rest before we go face our destiny, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Troubling. Walk to Troubling. Let me. You know of any fortresses that might be in the mountains around here? We have seen a vision where the dragon is living in a ancient fortress.
It's like a tower, I say, from where I'm at. Right, Sirius? It was like a tower. Did you say that?
Yes, kind of like a keep. I was confirming that. I don't know if anybody heard me or not.
Yes.
Right now, I heard you.
Okay. We're just waiting for a response.
Dublin, have you heard of such a place?
Pause, you with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Sorry, ask it again. I was working on your magic items.
Just curious if you have heard of such a place that might have like a high, really tall keep tower. We have vision that says the dragon might be living there. We're up in the mountains.
Well, I can't say that I have. You're planning on going up into the mountains? It gets cold up there.
It's like a fitting place for a white dragon to live, no?
Suppose that makes sense. Boy, I tell you, you go up there unprotected, you're gonna freeze.
We need winter clothing then.
That is good advice. You know if maybe the store might have some of that in stock this time of year.
Oh boy. Well, I imagine everybody's wanting something to protect against the cold these days. He chuckles in his own joke. Not the best thing for a human to do, or a person in general. Yeah, Barthens might have some, or maybe the Miners Exchange.
Very good. I appreciate your advice. Wonder if maybe the miners might know of such a keep also.
Yeah, I mean, mines are in mountains, so it's probably got a better chance. They got an information network there too, so
I can
never
go
know.
ask.
Okay. You gonna go ask at the Miners Exchange?
I will. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So you head for the Miners Exchange, head back over there again. And as you get over there, you see that your contact's working the front counter at this point, and she says, "Well, that was quick. Didn't expect you to see you back this quickly. Don't tell me you already got rid of that dragon."
Unfortunately, no. We have yet to leave town.
Okay.
I need to talk to some miners who are very familiar with the mountains in this area. I'm specifically looking for a type of castle or keep that's up there, and I'll try and describe it. If I have to, I could draw it, although I would imagine not well.
You don't need to talk to any of the miners about that. I can tell you exactly what it is. It's probably what you're talking about is Icespire Hold.
Icespire Hold.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's Icespire Peaks of, it's probably the hold that was built up there. It's built up there a long time ago. It's probably what you're Sounds like it, anyway.
Okay.
It was a stone fortress built up there, kind of the northeast spire of the mountains. Yeah, it was built by a warlord a while ago. Yeah, that's probably what you're talking about.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Thanks.
Yeah.
That may have helped us more than anything you could have done at this location for us.
Well, I would suggest you make sure you get you some
Cold weather
some
gear.
furs before you head up there, because it's awfully cold. It's always got some heavy snow, especially if that's where the dragon is.
Does the miners exchange here deal in that, given what they do, or is that something I can get elsewhere in town?
Oh no, I have some. For the right price, of course.
That's fair. I can negotiate. If I have to, can I try a persuasion check to at least give us to give us a discount?
Sure. Roll me a
What is
Am I
it?
close by?
Did you go with him to the miners' exchange?
I don't.
I don't know.
Honestly, Sarah's would have probably been like, let me take care of this.
Okay. So I would say probably not then.
But I do have a high charisma, so we'll see if this actually works.
Not perception, persuasion.
Shoot. All right. Okay.
Man.
I had the same benefit to it. I just clicked on the wrong thing.
Unfortunately, she gives you this smile, and she's like I said, for the right price. For you, how many do you need?
7, including myself.
All the same size, or?
No, a few of these will have to be for larger size beings.
Okay. Well then. And you see, like, she yells back at one of the workers that she's gotten here, and she yells back to get together the stuff that you need specifically. And you see this person comes out and is got quite a bit of gear. You see, like, thick coats, gloves, scarves, and the cloaks all seem to have like a fur lining. There's a couple of woolen like stockings, it looks like, and a couple of hats, fairly thick looking hats. And she says, for you, 10 gold apiece.
Wow, that's like 90% of my net worth. I'm not really in the mood to argue, so okay. I mean, I doubt I'm going to persuade her again. So
Or not with that persuasion roll.
hand it over, and do you have like a sled or something I can use? I can't really carry all of this out.
Just for reference, they are 8 pounds per person. So for cold weather gear. And 10 gold is the exact cost, so it wasn't that she charged you extra, it is what the cost would be.
Okay.
And she says, don't worry, take them with you. And you see that they hand you part of it, and one of the workers goes with you to take the rest of it.
Okay.
So you have now purchased cold weather gear for your party members. Good call. And you also know that this fortress is most likely the one that you're looking for.
Okay. When I get back to the inn, I'll come in with the worker and armloads of cold weather gear, and I'll say, I'm Hested. Are you familiar with Icespire Hold?
I don't know.
Give me a history check.
So good at history checks. 16. Actually, I'm pretty great at them.
Wow.
You
Wow.
you have heard stories
Mhm.
of a warlord that built a fortress that most likely that is probably the one that they're referring to.
Yeah,
Do I know
that's where we're going.
Do I know the general location of where that is? Like, sort of like what the rumored sort of general area is?
Northeast edge of Icespire Peak.
So northeast is like into the mountains, sort of the northeast section of the mountains. Is it?
Yep. So
Given
you
all
know
this-
where Icespire Peak is, and it is in the northeast
Oh.
section.
Oh, so yeah, I know where that's at. Icespire Peak, you can't miss it. I can get us there.
Do I need some warmer clothes
Nope.
too?
They
that's
already
why
took care of
I'm
it.
here. Why I've got somebody else with me to help me carry all
It
this.
wasn't price gouging. She gave you literally at the cost of the thing. He just didn't roll a good persuasion check to get her to lower the price.
Well, I need to go on Barry where I can get out of my house. It's frozen half over, probably falling down. So that's what I'll be doing tonight before we go. And he gets up and he leaves the bar.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else anybody else would like to do before we move on to the next day?
If anyone offers me reimbursement, I'll decline it. As in my mind, this is a one-way trip for me, and I suddenly don't need money anymore.
Okay.
Oh, my friend, do not think that way. That we are going to be victorious. You cannot go into this thinking you are only going there in one direction.
Okay, fair enough. Then wait till we kill the dragon.
There we go. That is something to be fighting for, I say, huh? A little coin in the pocket when this is over.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to the edge of town, somewhere where it's quiet.
Okay.
Gotta clear my head and think. Get in touch with somebody.
So, do you have the ability to do so?
Other than thematically, no.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'll run over to the bar with a big smile on my face, and I fling one of my feet on top of the bar and show Tobin my boots. And I say, Tobin, I got booze!
Oh, who gave that to you?
Some lady.
Oh, what do they do?
And I take my foot off the bar, and I kind of squat, and then I jump straight up, land, and fall flat on my butt.
Uh-oh.
And I go, look!
No, you
And I do it
just
again.
make a hole in the ceiling.
That's why I fell straight on my butt.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see that, so I kept going. You're gonna see me try to do it one more time.
No.
And I kind of stopped there like sumo squatted. I'm just looking around. And I look straight up.
There is an Umo-shaped hole in the ceiling.
I kind of get this defeated look, and I go searching for my broom and my dustpan again.
You see people looking down through the hole at you, Umo.
And I have this, like, rehearsed explanation. I break it, I gotta clean it up. I can't leave a mess. And I go looking for my broom.
We'll have to reinforce this entire structure.
True facts. Okay, I want to point out of game, when I gave you the boots, Tori just made the comment, Did he just jump through the ceiling? No, he waited till he got back to the tavern to do so, Tor.
Yep.
Maybe take down that sign that says no shirt, no shoes, no service, huh? That might be a good idea for our friend to come in with no shoes next.
And I start cleaning up my mess.
Okay. Alright. So, with that, okay. Alright. So, you, okay. You can easily do that. And, you go back to cleaning up your mess there, Umo. Alright, anybody else doing anything else?
I typed in that, but I went to.
Yep, you went shopping. Okay. Anybody else going shopping or doing anything else?
Hester does some things at his house. I don't want to waste other people's time with it. So but he does some things. I'll write them out.
Okay. Anybody else have any other shopping they need to do? This is your last chance before you leave town. Just saying. Umo, do you go buy more javelins? Because you have one javelin left. Or does anybody pick up javelins for Umo? Because he has one javelin left.
I don't know how to do that, so.
Okay, no worries. We got you. Alright.
Maybe we go talk to the sister one more time, see if she has any more potions that she might be able to give us on our way out of town.
Okay. You can, in fact, head out of town that direction if you would like. Alright. So, then, if that is the case, we will actually go ahead and you head towards, you go to pack up for the next morning, and you will see that Orion is not in the tavern. Orion, do me a favor, and roll me a D100, please. Okay. So as you tried to commune and get some guidance, you don't seem to get the guidance that you want before you get extremely tired and end up just outside of the town city limits, finding a spot, having, found your spot to commune, and you fall asleep. It is as you fall asleep that you have a dream. And in that dream, that is where you get your guidance. But the problem is that the guidance you were given pretty much amounted to, this is a test for you to decide, or to prove to us what kind of person you are. It is your decision and your decision alone as to what you choose to do.
No. That is not exactly the most helpful advice.
Never did I say it was going to be helpful.
This is what Dad went through.
Uh-huh. But when you wake up that next morning, you do see a bag at your feet.
Are there any footprints around?
There are.
Other than mine?
There are. You also see a note tied to the bag. And the note is from a certain healer. And inside you find 7 health potions of greater variety.
Is the healer?
That would be the very first person that you rescued in this campaign.
Oh, Zen?
Uh-huh.
Ben?
Uh-huh.
Oh. It's awfully nice of her.
7
Yes.
greater healing potions.
7 greater healing potions. Now, the question for you is, do you go back to your party, or do you just take off with 7 greater healing potions?
He takes off with 7 greater healing potions.
Perfect, I like it.
He wouldn't have gone. He's gone headed to the mountain.
Okay.
He's using cat speed.
Okay. So, you head off towards the mountain. Give me a survival check.
No. Lord Ashy. Am I prayer?
Nope.
Damn it, Ashy.
Ashley's asleep right now. He's not helpful.
Wake his ass up.
Tor, he says, wake up, Ashley. He needs him. All right. So, with that, and the rest of you headed towards Icespire Peak, and specifically Icespire Hold. You've got Orion already headed there. And Rohis, as you guys get ready to head out for the morning, you actually catch sight of one of the kids that was working with the person you were headed to go find. So they relay to you that they dropped off some health potions with your tabaxi friend.
Oh, you have seen our friend? Is he still around?
Well, I saw him. He was on the outskirts of town. When I came into town, he was on the outskirts. I left. I thought, I left him with the note, and I thought you guys were not in town. I figured he was not with you, so yeah. But dang, sorry. I should have brought him to you guys, but I figured he was asleep on the edge of town.
Oh no, you did nothing wrong. So you say he was on the edge of town? Did he there when you got up, or did it look like he may have packed up and left?
Oh no, he was asleep. I just got to town this morning. I passed him on my way into town, and I was bringing you guys these potions, and I saw him, and I left him with the note from Zwara, and
Much appreciated.
and he actually points you in the direction of where he was.
Maybe we should go find our friend then. I appreciate you coming all this way for us. You're generous.
Of course, this is my job.
And can I maybe pay you for some of these potions? They may not have been very cheap.
Oh, she said that they're because you guys are gonna go face the dragon. She took care of it.
Oh, that is wonderful. Tell her many thanks.
Of course. I hope you can find your friend.
So too. So let's say, everyone, should we get to moving? It sounds like Orion may have already gotten a jump on us.
That means he's trying to go talk to the damn thing, right? He's going up there to talk to it alone?
Does it appear that way?
What happened? He ran off?
Yes, he's already tried to go up to the mountains by himself. He thinks he can... Idiot. Alright, well, we're not doing it. We're moving slow and careful, and we're being safe. Hopefully we don't find his corpse frozen to the wall on the way up.
Okay. So as you exit town and start heading towards Icespire Peak, I need someone to helm the survival check for the group.
Probably the ranger would be best.
Well, I think Ops is still a +6, right?
+7.
Yeah, no, he's better. He's by 1.
All right then.
He's by 1. So I will help Ops.
All right.
Yeah, I'm only +5.
Thank you,
Manage it.
Cause. And who has the Dragon Slayer?
Can we at least take care of this at least out of character? It
Yeah,
seems like nobody really wants to claim it.
Right now, I'm holding the weapon, but I will give it to whoever is the beneficiary because
Yep.
I
we
won't
can do
want
this
it.
real simple. Type 1 in chat if your character would be interested in using it. Because if nobody types 1, then nobody's going to use it.
Okay.
And then we'll just let you guys roll against each other for it, and no hard feelings.
I will defer my role to Sleek. I have
Alright.
I have this flaming sword. If you would rather have a more magical weapon.
Yeah, I think Sleek's the best call.
All right, Sleek, you
There
want
you go.
you want it? You got it, buddy.
All right, I'll hand it off to
it'll
Sleek.
be a great sword, basically. Is that
Okay.
And
correct?
just remember that it will take place of your other +1 weapon, so you're still at your 2
Basically,
cap.
just drop my great ass for now.
It's a +1 weapon in itself, so.
Yeah.
That was a long sword.
Well, it's a sword.
It's just, it can be any kind of sword. That it needs
It's a
to be.
sword. It is a whatever kind of sword the player needs it to be sword. All right. So with that 23, you easily overcome the spot that Orion had slept in the night before, and you do not find an Orion. And you head towards Icespire Peak and Icespire Hold. Okay. With that, Orion, so with your feline agility, you get 1 burst of extra. All right. But are you moving at a fast pace, or are you moving at a regular pace, or are you moving at a slow pace?
Medium fast.
Okay, so regular pace.
Yeah.
Party, what are you moving as? Regular pace, slow pace, fast pace?
Safe, regular pace, I
Okay.
imagine.
I will move as
The
fast as
regular
whoever is
pace.
leading this party.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is safe that is slow, there is regular, or there is fast paced.
I think at least a regular pace until we hit the mountains. When we get to the
Okay.
mountains, we're gonna want to take it slow because
Alright.
you don't want to it's
Okay.
easy to die in mountains. So
So my next question is, Orion, did you get cold gear before you left?
Yeah, but I'm built for cold climates.
Okay, just checking. All right, so with that, okay. For the purposes of this, Orion, give me a perception check. You are elementally true for an hour for every time you cast a spell that deals damage of that type, which would mean that you would have to be casting it every hour in order to be resistant to the cold.
Oh, the spell really counts. That's just the second part of it. I
But
can
you're-
spend a sorcery point to gain resistance to frost.
at the same time. So I'm just saying you would have to keep casting, say frost whatever, and then spend a sorcery point every hour. But yes, all right. For the purposes of this, you can travel a ways, and we're gonna say time is weird, so we're gonna go with this. You're about halfway to the hold. You are officially all in the Icespire Peak Mountains when Orion, you come across a section of the frost that seems almost unnaturally cold. And it is everybody else give me a perception check as well, please.
Well, I did not mean to roll advantage the first roll.
Yep, we're good. I got you. The
Owl would
owl
be,
sees everything.
Wow. That was-
He's definitely out and about.
All right. So it is with that, Orion, you come to this clearing. And in this clearing, you see what looks to be a large body frozen in a block of ice. And it is with that we find ourselves on a new map. As the thing is with this, that there is well, let's just put it this way. There is a frozen body that is currently very much frozen solid. Just standing in place. It is a large body, very much a ogre. And you find it is just standing right there, and there is no one around you at the moment, Orion. The rest of you, as he takes a moment to kind of look around and see this, Rohis, you get a message from your owl that Orion has been spotted.
It's close, my friends. We are slowly gaining on him. He's not too
And
far around the corner.
you, you guys can move around the corner and see him in the clearing. Orion, are you going up to the thing to dig your talents in, or are you digging it into the ice that is here?
He's digging it in as he's walking. That way he doesn't slip.
And you notice that it is quite cold here. Quite cold. And as the rest of you kind of come around the corner, you notice that it is unnaturally cold here as well.
There's just an ogre sitting in an ice block.
It is an ogre in an ice block.
Does he look like he might be alive?
He's not moving.
That's not reassuring. As I move, are his eyes moving, or like are they moving around?
Give me a perception check. Doesn't look like it.
Well, a lot about orcs. His mom and her tendency to swear in orcish, but what do I know about ogres?
He's big. He's carrying what looks to be a sack of some sort. He looks like he has some sort of like furred clothing on. Give me a history check. Not a whole lot of nothing. The ones that you fought at the shrine, they were dumb.
Oh, I remember what I was going to ask now. Does it look like he was frozen naturally, or it looks like he got hit by a breath weapon?
He doesn't look like he stopped because he wanted to. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'm going to try to move around him. Wide berth. See if he moves. If the ice cracks.
Okay. As you do, he doesn't move.
Okay. Gonna keep slowly.
The rest of you can come around the corner if you want to. During this part.
I'm gonna send my owl ahead to kind of Orion's.
Okay.
I don't want to yell a frozen.
hell?
Do we start walking carefully
You
again?
guys see this giant frozen ogre as well.
Oh, that's funny.
This is what ogre look like.
Are you putting pictures of that?
Oh my
Good.
I
goodness.
mean, you're not wrong.
I was afraid we were going to find Orion looking like that.
You're not wrong.
I make my way around to the group, but I'm jumping like indiscriminately, like hitting trees and face planting every like third jump.
Okay. You notice that Umo is jumping around a lot.
Oh my god. Umo, what are you doing?
Do I hear him?
Yeah?
I look like straight up, and I start looking around, and I start jumping again.
He's the ninth child in a family of 8.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hester goes, Orion, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the scenery. How about you?
So I toss a bundle of cold weather clothing to him. You're going to freeze to death out here. Put it on.
Well, pick it up off the ice. What are you all doing running up here so quick?
Trying to catch up to you before you get yourself killed.
I have no intention of dying up here. Or down here, relatively speaking. Wilma, what are you doing?
Catching air, I think.
I look straight up in the air, and I'm looking around, and I start yelling, "Stock!
Umo,
Stock!
give me a perception check.
Stop. What is stop?
Okay, perfect, Umo. As you are stuck in the tree that is right here, you immediately see that you're not the only one in that tree, as a sword comes up to hit you right there.
What is this?
And the third is a hand axe comes around.
It's probably too far away from
Ooh, 2 hits. Ugh.
warning weapon. Yep, he's too far away. I
Yep.
would not. My
I
sword
was
would not have
like-
warned me.
I was like, oh, he's too far away for that. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so that is 18 points of piercing damage. And I would love it if you guys would please roll initiative. As Umo
Damn it,
found you
Umo.
somebody to fight.
This is wrong. But remember that Umo has advantage on initiative, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, vigilant lesson. Thanks.
Yes, you have vigilant lesson.
Don't barbarians have advantage on initiative?
Next level, my friend. Next level.
Oh. Class features.
Okay. As she is up, you are about 10 feet up in the tree, as it were.
What
and
time of day is it here?
It is mid-afternoon. By the time you catch up with
Is
them,
it cloudy, dim light, bright
Ooh.
light?
you're getting quite the bright light based on the fact that the snow is reflecting the light of the sun.
Curses, I hate the sun.
You're not the only one. All right. So with that,
Ooh, sweet.
okay. Let's see here. Let me get. All right. Let us go ahead and get some music going here, and yeah, Umo, good job on the initiative right there. All right. So, Umo, you see this lady is right there, and just for reference, this is what she looks like. You see she
Ew.
has some tattoos going on. Cause you're not the only one. Yep. All right. So, Umo, what you doing? You are stuck in a tree and this lady is right here.
Oh, I'm gonna rage up because she
Okay.
hit me pretty good.
She did.
And you hear from stuck to, oh my battle. And I take a swing,
Okay.
2 swings at her.
Okay. Go for it. $16 will not hit, but the 23 will. Alright, so 17 points of damage. Okay. Alright. So.
Can I fall out of the tree as like a reaction?
You want to fall out of the tree?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Sure. But she's gonna take a swing at you because you're leaving her melee.
Yeah, I don't think I'm built for tree fighting.
Okay. Well, that was a 9, so that's fine. Alright, you fall out of the tree and you will land prone right there, but you are now on the ground. Okay. Do you want to stand up with the last of your movement?
Yeah, I'll stand up.
Okay, I figured you might. Alright, Rohis, as this all starts, you have a feeling that she might not be the only one here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is my weapon of warning glowing and letting me know if there's anything within 30 feet of me?
It's okay. So I was going over this earlier too, and it so your weapon of warning specifically says you cannot be surprised. You are not surprised. You are well aware. You are in initiative.
But
You are well aware that you are not alone. It doesn't
Right.
specifically tell you where they are.
I'm not saying I would know.
Yeah,
but if there's
you are aware that there are others around you.
Okay.
Within 30 feet.
But we can
Within
hear
30 feet.
Umo
That's I don't need to know where they're
screaming
at. Just
Yeah. No.
Whining,
there's definitely more
crying
than
like
one, my
baby.
friends.
What was that, Ops?
Yeah, but we can hear Umo crying and screaming like baby.
Yes, you can. You are well aware that there
Yeah.
A little baby crying.
Uh-huh.
He was
Sorry,
jumping in the
just
trees, and then he fell out.
Yes, he did.
There's definitely more enemies within closer than that one. And
You are not, or you're about a day and a half away.
I have my owl do a perception check.
Oh, we're a day and a half away from dragon?
Yep.
We are?
Yes.
Oh, good. Then I will use spells.
It takes a while to get there. Yeah.
I wasn't sure how far.
Alright, go ahead and give me a perception check from your owl. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see if there's any more in the area.
So,
Hiding, it would be against what?
you know what? Hang on one second. Let's see. That would be... Okay. I will say that he does see a couple that he will let you know about. One is on either side of Ops in the trees.
This is on the ground. In the trees on either
They
side.
are
Gotcha.
on the trees on either side of Ops.
Talking north, south, or
Yep.
south. Okay. In that case, I will everybody know there's 2 more on, and they're in the trees or on the ground.
They are in the trees.
Or in the trees.
And I will say that those are the only ones that he notices.
And I will grab my longbow.
Okay.
And I can't see them myself, so I will shoot at the one I can see it.
Okay. Alright. That will
looks
not
suspiciously
hit.
cocked.
I know, right? It's not how that works, though, buddy.
Damn it.
And
They decide what it is, so.
can I take a second shot?
You can. That one will hit.
And free, I will drop my bow, and as free action, I will draw both my rapiers.
Okay. Alright. Hested, that brings us to you. Do we have Hested? Okay. Alright, you are muted, Hested. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't see you. Plus, I didn't mean to mute or use first talk before, so I muted myself just in case sound was coming through.
What was
so,
that?
Never mind, talking to self.
Okay.
So I have a passive perception of 19.
Sorry.
You do.
I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but because
I do.
there's a lot of a level. I still don't see anything in the trees.
You
besides this guy over here.
Yeah, you will know that there's one here and one here.
Okay, awesome. So it looks to me like Rohis is in danger because he may not see this one over here. So I'm actually going to turn around and shoot at that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to hurt it. First is 17.
17 will just hit.
22 piercing on that one. Second attack. 15?
Nope.
That's okay. And then Gloomstalker attack. 22 more.
Okay.
And then I will the black unicorn holy symbol on his chest glows, and he summons newly found power. And I'll use a bonus action as a war priest and take another shot.
Okay.
And miss. That's sad.
All right.
2 hits.
So Orion.
I even know what these things are.
Maybe if you'd like to use an action to try to figure it out. They're people.
Nah. Well, I see the one. See Asta shooting at a bush. Very convincing. I suppose putting aside our philosophical differences, let's come back over here. His arrows look a little boring to me, so I'm going to take his quiver out, and Orion's scales are going to turn red, and he will breathe out a big old ball of fire on Hested's arrows.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
Sweet.
We can talk after the fact. And after that, I will just hop back over here.
Okay.
Try to use this tree as cover.
All right. So then, Ops, that brings us to you.
Okay, so I see one here
You do.
and here.
You do.
I will Sure, I will bring up Twilight Sanctuary. It's action
Okay.
for 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
6 plus cleric level. I think that was the button you made.
Ooh.
That's gonna
So
be
how
a
does that work?
hefty sanctuary.
Yeah, it is.
Nice job, Ops.
Good
Wow.
roll, Ops. Okay.
I feel very well protected.
All right, and everything else is action. So
Okay.
I'm spiritual weapon. I will bring up spiritual weapon.
Okay. Where are you gonna put it?
I'll put on this one right here.
Okay.
Is it charmed or something? It's flying. Is that
It
what
is
that-
in the tree.
right? It will be coming down.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and throw your. Okay.
You bring it out.
That will definitely hit and take that one out. All right.
Told you it would be coming down.
Okay. So it is with that you see the others show up. All right. So seeing that you took that one down, Ops, you have a hand axe that is thrown at you. Let's see here, from the tree right behind you. And you, let's see here. That is a 12. You see the hand axe hit the ground right in front of you. It does not hit you, but you see drop down right behind you is another one of these people. And they will take 2 swings at you.
That one hits. They both hit badly.
Okay.
One.
So that is going to be a total of 14 points of piercing damage from Blue right there. Okay, that was because you had spiritual weapon on, so that is a success. All right.
Weapon is up.
All right. Let's see here. We've got Rohis. You've got a hand axe coming towards you.
That is a hit.
All right. And that is 8 points of slashing damage. And as that hits, you see one drop down from the tree just past you and pop down right next to you, or come running at you. No, the concentration was from guidance from before. That's why it automatically rolled it. So then they are going to take 2 swings at you with the sword that is in their hand. Does a 16 hit you?
18, right?
Okay.
18, right?
All right. Let's see here. Sers, you also have a hand axe coming flying towards you. Before you see someone jump out of a tree and come running at you.
Okay, that hand axe has to be rolled at disadvantage.
Is your cloak hood up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, mentioned that earlier.
Okay.
Okay, it hits me. It just negated the cloak.
All right.
It's worth it though.
Totally.
Then 2 short sword attacks. Whoop, that was a 9 and a 16. A 16 hit you?
Yep, they both hit.
Well, it's the 9 wouldn't. It took a moment for it to do. So that is 7 points of piercing damage to you. And let's see, what is the distance on that? 60. All right, and you all see a couple others drop out of the trees. Umo, 2 hand axes are coming your direction. One from the person that you hurt, and then one from the tree behind you. Neither one of those hits, but you see that they will drop down onto the ground right in front of you, Umo, and one will come up from behind you, and that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I
Ooh, 3 hits.
believe 3 of those, yep, 3 of those will hit
Yeah,
you.
3 hits.
All right, so 17 and 7, so 26 points.
26 half.
Yes.
Oh, each one half. Like
each one halved. So 4, 4, and 3. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 points total. And you see these guys are like, they're running and they will chuck hand axes. Let's see, is this close enough? They are. All right. So Black will go for Sayers with a hand axe. Nope. And let's see. They're close enough. We'll have White go for Rohis. Yeah, you're close enough, barely. All right.
It's a hit.
For 8 points of slashing damage. All right. So with that, all of you see these hand axes that they threw. As you look down, they disappear. And you see them reappear in the hands of the person who threw them. So,
the assets, cool.
With that, Sleek, it is your turn. So what you doing, Sleek?
I'm going to move to where Boot is.
Okay.
And I'll cast a spell.
Okay.
Wild magic.
Okay.
Animate ogre.
Animate ogre. Yep, that's the one. Wild magic
Good spell.
surge for 6. Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 to your AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus. Okay.
Ooh.
So after Hesek gets +1 as well.
Okay.
Sweet.
So what do we get? We get
Plus 1 armor class.
bonus +1 for AC.
Yep.
Nice.
20 AC now. Very.
Cool. And I'll take out my, great sword and try to attack Blue.
Okay.
Do I need to pop that?
Do you feel like that is enough?
Nope. 19.
19 will hit. Okay. Alright.
No pop on that. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. And Sayers, that brings us to the end of the round with you.
Okay, well, I've
Oh wait, I
been
forgot.
neutered here, really, so I guess I'll just attack this one with my main hand.
Okay. What did you forgot, Sleek?
Never mind. I'll probably do it after combat. Probably next time.
Okay. 23 will hit.
There's no sneak attack on this.
Nope.
And then I'll use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay. Okay. And it is
And move
there
back to up there.
that we will end for our session for today. But you guys have found somebody waiting for you on the road to Icespire Hold. So,
Cool.
all right, literally, as you're fighting in the middle of some snow and ice, it's true. All right, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here within DMS Adventurers Tavern. Just a reminder, we have our Eberron Oracle of War campaign on Friday, as well as well, actually, we will be doing something special this Saturday. We haven't figured out exactly what's going to happen, but we're going to be doing something special. So join us for that then. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. Thanks, guys.